All right, everyone, and welcome back to That Variety Nerd. I'm Christina, and we are back with some more Sims 4 University, Discover University, University kind of interchanged at this point, right? We are back with some more Discover University renovations, and today we are in the one place that quite frankly needed probably the most help, which was Larry's Lagoon, aka the Student Center for Foxbury Institute. So today marks the start of a three-part sort of mini renovation series where we're doing Foxbury Institute. We had, I believe it was five total videos for, no, four videos for Brightchester. We're only going to have three for Foxbury because the dorms are pretty much mirrors. So that was going to be a 26-minute long video, probably 27 once I factor in the screenshots, that sort of thing. So expect a little bit of a longer episode for Title Tower, Briny Tower, and then we'll also renovate Maritime Manor, which I'm really looking forward to the most. I have sort of an idea because the existing layout for that one actually was really cool. Briny Tower, we just bulled. We pretty much just made it. Oh God, I'm excited to go into that one once we get to it. But I love, love, love how the student center turned out. Like I would totally hang out here with my friends, grab a cup of coffee, just kind of hang out. So again, kind of like how I did with Darby's Den. The bottom floor is kind of like the cafeteria, definitely very much more open floor plan. All the bathrooms are downstairs, and also you have just some wide open spaces, kind of like multiple foosball tables, I think. You also have just some couches and chairs where you can just hang out with your friends, that sort of thing. And then upstairs, we have a crap ton of computers because, again, Foxbury Institute is kind of like the STEM oriented university where it's like, okay, computer science, biology, physics, psychology, although psychology could really fit into either science or, more humanities. It really depends on what your focus is in, apparently, but that's fine. So again, I want to use as many of the university things as much as possible. So I love how this just in general turned out. You'll see I kind of moved the foosball table, I think, later on, but I wanted to have some tables, and you'll see this upstairs as well, that are against the window that kind of like face out towards the windows and have more of the single sim areas where they could just bring their laptop and just sit on a bar stool and just type away. Actually, I was inspired by my undergraduate library, the main library that we had on campus when I was creating this one, because the color scheme is very similar. Like our college colors are, like my undergrad's colors were red and black, sometimes white thrown in the mix. So basically red, black, and white. And now I go to a university that's kind of polar opposite with blue and white. So go figure. I somehow it all comes together at some point. But either way, I really just wanted to keep it true to form. I want to have a couple of couches, some comfy chairs that we could grab your macaroni and cheese or your grilled cheese and just kind of hang out with your friends, something that's a little bit cozy, that sort of thing. So I wanted it to be more like a cafeteria kind of feel here because I didn't feel like we had that so much with Brightchester. So that was kind of what I was going for there. The exterior I didn't change except for the windows, the doors, and also just like a fresh coat of paint. So I made it kind of a brick outside. So that way it's kind of modern and cozy at the same time because it is super modern in this one. But that's kind of the look and feel that Foxbury just generally has in The Sims. And so I kind of wanted to keep that, true to form. I didn't understand why the stairs were blue. I really didn't. So I was like, okay, maybe we'll tie in some white. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So I was kind of putting it into like smaller spaces, right? So you could have like a group of three sims over there just all working on their laptops. Like you see that all the time at like Starbucks, right? Where you have like a nice big table and then like a couple chairs, like that sort of thing, where it's kind of along a window or it's just right up against a wall. That's just in general super common, especially as more and more libraries are getting renovated, stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to keep that true to form. And again, I was partially inspired by my own, again, undergraduate university. They went like a huge makeover while I was there. And like they even had like a Starbucks. At one point it was, yeah, they have a Starbucks in there too. So there's that. But this top part, the hardest part was just utilizing the space as best as I could. And I think I did just that, at least to the best of my ability. Y'all, for some reason, my game was really acting up at this point. So, like, I had to, like, pause the recording and kind of restart my game because the flooring wouldn't change colors. It was really bizarre. I don't know why it was doing that, but as you can see, there's like a sharp contrast in terms of the bottom floor and the top floor. So again, if you want to bring your coffee upstairs as you're working on a computer, by all means go for it. There's also some chairs, some bar stools, different seating options. There's like kind of a big computer lab space, like that middle part is all computers and like the research computers. Along the sides, I should say, are more just the regular tables. And this is what I pretty much do. I just have some chairs right there, just so that way people can just take their laptop there. They can enjoy the nice view of the campus as well. And again, if any and all of these tables and spaces are not working, please let me know. Please yell at me in the comments. I'll go ahead and edit and re-upload that sort of thing. But they should be fully functional in general. But yeah, I'm just really excited about how this turned out. Again, I didn't have bar stools on top. I wanted to have more of these dining chairs and just kind of alternate the colors a little bit. And so that's what I did. So I pretty much just changed the windows just in general. I felt like they needed some big bright windows. That was kind of what I was thinking. Something that matched the aesthetic of the modern Foxbury Institute kind of feel. I kept the paintings there and like the wall colors and stuff because I felt like that was only fitting. And so what I ended up doing is that I create this like computer lab area, which I think makes sense. So if you're doing like a rags to riches challenge again, this is probably going to be the space that you're going to want to head out to the most, right? So that way you can do your homework, kind of hang out. I also alternate between red and white, starting right around here. Yeah. So I start alternating the colors on the chairs just to kind of give it a little bit more of a, you know, stronger aesthetic. We have a couple of just regular desks. This was kind of the part where I was like trying to figure out where to put these research stations at because I knew I had to put them somewhere. So I kind of utilize like one on each side, like two on each side, I think, or do I don't remember how exactly I put it. But I have all of those tables in the middle are indeed computers. Like there's a computer everywhere. So it's like one big computer lab upstairs, for lack of a better term. So I was like trying to figure out like what other stuff I need to put in there. So there's like the checklist, thankfully. And so ultimately, I kind of figure out like, oh, okay, like I should probably just put these research stations along the sides. So again, if you have a low performing PC, this may or may not be difficult to load up. So full disclosure on that. But honestly, I was able to build this on my laptop. So just full disclosure there. So if you're like, hey, why isn't this working? Well, it should be working, I think, right? But yeah, I have the research stations on the other side of the computer lab. That way they can kind of, make it, that way it makes a little bit more sense and it's a little bit more cozy. So as you can see, we are placing a crap ton of computers. So that's why the lot value is like way expensive. But it's a community lot, so like go nuts in terms of the cost. That's my recommendation. But yeah, I want to include a couple of couches and stuff like that too, just to like, keep things fresh. I included some robotic stations and also just more dining chairs and, more desk spaces and stuff like that, just so that way students could have like a crap ton of places to kind of hang out and sit at. So that was kind of what I was thinking there. And yeah, so again, hopefully you all are enjoying this video. I really enjoy, I don't know why, but I've been like I feel like I've been on a roll with like these community lots. I think it's because I think of like things I've seen in real life, like things that have worked, things that haven't worked, have not worked. Oh my gosh, I can talk. It's fine. Finals are over with. We're good. We're on winter break. But yeah, so that's kind of what I was going for here. I wanted to really freshen things up and make it fit the aesthetic even more because I don't go anything higher than like a medium wall because we don't have that many windows and doors for the tall wall height. So that's why I'm like, okay, we got to put this to meet. We're keeping this at medium, but we need to give them some bigger windows at the very least and some more interesting doors. Bathroom wise, like we just kind of change up the color palette a little bit. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. Coffee. And so that's kind of what I was going for here. I kind of went with that gray area to kind of match up with that like backsplash to the like cafeteria area, that sort of thing. I also include a couple of extra like seating areas I think over here, but I don't remember if I kept those in or not. But I think I do. So that way if you're just, if you just need a study space or just want to hang out, there's an extra space. But I wanted to use as many of the new objects as I could, just in general. Again, per usual, this is just sort of like this is just using the base game. and Discovery University. If there are any extra packs that are in there, it's probably just decorative stuff, honestly. And just a quick bloop, I'm stupid. I forgot this was a thing. I also use move objects on to just scale these rugs down a little bit, I think, if I remember correctly. So that's kind of what I did. So if you're like, what are you doing? I had to scale a couple rugs down. So full disclosure there. I include another modern fireplace, a TV, somewhere they can watch their sports teams, just do sports things. So, wow, that sounded just very casual, but it's fine. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. That's already up on the gallery. As you can see, this was me just taking the final screenshots, which you will see in just a minute. So I got lots of just different seating options. I'm fine-tuning the exterior as well. And I don't know, I just really love how this turned out. So again, we're going to be jumping into the screenshots in just a second here. So hang on to your butts. We're going to be sliding on into the screenshots in just a second. I know I'm kind of postponing it, but we're almost there. So as always, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff here on YouTube. Go follow me over on Twitch. I stream pretty regularly, especially now that it's winter break. And do all that fun stuff here on YouTube. So as always, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all later. Bye everyone.